Welcome back, guys, to another NFL Talk Show video. And today is episode 17, and this week we'll be doing our Week 16 predictions, the news for this week, offensive defense player of the week, and our playoff picture. So let's go to the news. So for our news this week, we have Nick Chubb suffered a broken foot last Sunday against the Chiefs, and he'll be out for the season. We also have David Montgomery for the Lions is going to be out with an MCL injury, and he's probably going to be out for the season as well. We also have defensive end Sam Hubbard suffered a PCL, and he'll be out for the season. And then we have quarterback Patrick Mahomes has an ankle injury and should be a week-to-week injury. So now, let's go to the playoff picture. This week's playoff picture, we're going to start with the AFC, and we have the Chiefs at number 1, the Bills at number 2, the Steelers at 3, and the Texans remain at 4. Then we have the Ravens at 5, Broncos at 6, and the Chargers at 7. And here are the teams that are still in the hunt, basically. And then we have our teams that are eliminated. So, basically, the Chiefs, Bills, Texans, and Steelers have clinched a playoff spot. So these teams right here haven't clinched yet. So that should be very interesting this week. Now, if we look at the NFC, a lot of things have changed from last episode. So we have the Lions at 1, Eagles at 2, Bucks at 3, Rams are in at number 4, the Vikings at 5, Packers at 6, and Commanders at 7. And then with the Seahawks, Falcons, and Cardinals are in the hunt. So last week, if you guys remember, the Seahawks were up here, but they swapped with the Rams. So should be a very close playoff race for the NFC. So should be very exciting. Now, let's go to Week 16 predictions. For Week 16 predictions this week, we got a lot of good games this weekend. To kick it off with Thursday Night Football, we have the Broncos and Chargers. Should be a very good game. This is basically a playoff game for the Broncos and Chargers. This should be a very good game, and I'm going to go with the Broncos with the win here. We have 2 Saturday games this weekend. We have the Texans and Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Texans with the win, because Patrick Mahomes probably will not be playing that game, so I think the Texans will get the win here. Steelers-Ravens, it's always going to be a close game, but I think the Steelers will win. Lions-Bears, the Bears just suck. The Lions just going to destroy them. Cardinals-Panthers, could be a close game, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals with the win. Giants-Falcons, the Falcons are going to win. Titans, Colts, I'm going to go with the Colts with the win. Browns, Bengals, going with the Bengals with the win here. Eagles, Commanders, I'm going to go with the upset here, and I'm going to go with the Commanders with the win here. This should be a very good game. We have the Rams and Jets, and I'm going to go with the Rams getting the win. And our game of the week, we have the Vikings and Seahawks. Should be a very good game, but I'm going to go with the Seahawks with the win. Patriots, Bills. Bills are going to win. 49ers and Dolphins. Dolphins should win this game here. Jaguars and Raiders. I think the Jaguars will win. And our Sunday Night Football game kind of sucks. We have the Bucks and Cowboys. But I think the Bucks should win this game. And then our Monday Night Football, we have the Saints and Packers. And I do think the Packers will beat the Saints. So this is our Week 16 predictions. Now, let's go to the game of the week. For our game of the week this week, we have our Vikings and the Seahawks. Should be a very good game here. Should be a close game, but Seahawks really need this game to try and get in the playoffs, and hopefully the Rams can lose against the Jets this weekend. But yeah, very important game. I do have the Seahawks winning. I think it's going to be a super close game, 24-21. I think the Seahawks will get a game-winning field goal, because it's going to be in Seattle, and it's a 4 o'clock game, so I think the fans are going to be there. And yeah, I think the Seahawks are going to win. So now, let's go to offense and defense player of the week. For offense and defense player of the week this week, we're going to start with offense, and our offense player of the week is Lamar Jackson. He basically torched the Giants defense, had 5 passing touchdowns, and yeah. Our defense player of the week, we have Geno Stone for the Bengals, had a pick 6, and made a lot of plays against the Titans last week. So that's your offense and defense player of the week. Now, let's go to the end of NFL Talk Show.